Ever wondered what it would be like to be trapped in a metal can, deep beneath the ocean, hunted by enemies on all sides? The story kicks off with Lieutenant Commander Mike Dahlgren, played by Bill Paxton, and his executive officer, Lieutenant Andrew Tyler, portrayed by Matthew McConaughey. They're seasoned submariners aboard the American S-33 submarine. Tyler is ambitious, gunning for his own command, but Dahlgren believes he's not quite ready. He thinks Tyler isn't willing to make the tough life-or-death decisions a captain must, sometimes even sacrificing his own men for the greater good of the mission. This tension between them sets the stage for the incredible challenges to come. Suddenly, an urgent, top-secret mission lands in their laps. A German U-boat, the U-571, has been crippled by a British destroyer and is stranded in the mid-Atlantic. Here's the crucial part: the U-571 is carrying an Enigma machine. This was the legendary German device used to encrypt their communications. Cracking its code was one of the highest priorities for the Allies, as it would give them a massive advantage in the war. The British have been trying to capture one for ages, but with no luck. So the plan is audacious and incredibly risky. The American S-33 is to be disguised as a German resupply U-boat. A small team, including Tyler, will board the disabled U-571, overpower the German crew, and steal the Enigma machine. To make the deception convincing, they even have German-speaking crew members on board, like Chief Radioman Wentz and Lieutenant Hirsch. The mission is so secret that most of the S-33's crew thinks they're just on a routine patrol. As they approach the crippled U-571, the tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. The American sub pulls alongside, and the boarding party, led by Dahlgren and Tyler, storms the German vessel. The element of surprise works. They quickly subdue the German crew and locate the Enigma machine. It's a heavy, clunky piece of equipment, but it's the prize they came for. But this is where everything goes horribly wrong. Just as they're about to transfer the Enigma, and the German prisoners back to their own sub, a real German resupply submarine arrives, completely unexpected. Mistaking the S-33 for an enemy, it torpedoes and sinks the American sub in a matter of moments. Dahlgren and most of the S-33's crew are lost in the fiery explosion. Now Tyler and the small boarding party are stranded. They're trapped on a damaged enemy submarine, deep in hostile waters, with a handful of German prisoners. Their own sub is at the bottom of the ocean, and their chain of command is gone. Tyler, the man who was just told he wasn't ready to lead, is suddenly thrust into command. He has to step up or they'll all die. Their situation is beyond desperate. The U-571 is damaged. They have limited supplies, and they don't fully know how to operate this foreign vessel. The remaining American crew consists of a mix of officers and enlisted men, including Chief Klo, played by Harvey Keitel, and Trigger, the motorman. They have to figure out the German controls, repair the sub, and somehow get it moving. It's a frantic race against time with the German crewmen, now their prisoners, watching their every move, waiting for a chance to retake their boat. Tyler quickly realizes that leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about making decisions under immense pressure. He relies on the expertise of his men. Chief Klo, the veteran chief of the boat, becomes his rock, offering steady, practical advice. They work together, a small, terrified, but determined crew, to get the U-571's engines running, and dive beneath the waves, just as the German resupply sub comes looking for them. Now begins a deadly game of cat and mouse. They're trying to navigate back to friendly territory, but they're constantly hunted. First, they have to deal with the resupply sub that sank their home. The underwater combat is intense. You can hear the groaning metal of the hull, the ping of sonar echoing through the water, and the terrifying sound of approaching torpedoes. Tyler has to use every trick he knows, and some he's just inventing on the spot to outsmart his opponent. He also has to make those tough calls Dahlgren warned him about. At one point, to evade detection, he's forced to order the sub to dive deeper than it was ever designed to go. The hull creaks and groans under the immense pressure, threatening to implode at any moment. Water starts leaking in from everywhere. The crew is on the verge of panic, but Tyler's newfound resolve holds them together. But the Germans aren't their only problem. The sub itself is a ticking time bomb. They're running out of compressed air to surface and battery power to run the motors. They have a limited number of torpedoes, and one of the aft tubes is damaged. Every decision is critical. One wrong move, and they'll either be crushed by the ocean's pressure, suffocated, or blown to bits by an enemy destroyer. Speaking of destroyers, their luck goes from bad to worse when a German reconnaissance plane spots them. Before they know it, A German destroyer is bearing down on their position, dropping depth charges. These scenes are some of the most terrifying in the film. Explosions rock the submarine, sending men flying, shattering light bulbs, and causing pipes to burst. The crew has to perform frantic, underwater repairs while being relentlessly bombed from above. Tyler knows they can't outrun the destroyer forever. He has to fight back. In a desperate gamble, he decides to use their last remaining forward torpedo. But to do that, they have to get close, dangerously close. It's an incredibly risky maneuver. As they line up the shot, one of their own men, Trigger, gets trapped in the flooding aft torpedo room while trying to fire a rear torpedo as a decoy. Tyler faces the ultimate test of command. He has to seal the compartment to save the sub, sacrificing Trigger in the process. It's the exact kind of heart-wrenching decision Dahlgren said he wasn't ready to make. The weight of that choice is visible on McConaughey's face. The plan works. The destroyer is sunk. The immediate threat is gone, but they are far from safe. The U-571 is severely damaged, barely able to stay afloat, and they're still in enemy territory with almost no power left. They manage to surface only to find they're completely adrift. All they can do is wait and hope for a rescue. The crew, exhausted and battered, gathers on the deck, holding the captured Enigma machine, their only proof of the mission's success and the sacrifice of their comrades. Just when all hope seems lost, a U.S. Navy seaplane spots them. The rescue has arrived. The film ends with Tyler and his surviving crew being picked up, the precious Enigma machine finally in Allied hands. Tyler looks out at the sinking U-571, the vessel that was both their prison and their salvation. He has been through an unimaginable ordeal, lost friends, and been forced to make impossible choices. But he has emerged as a true commander, having proven not only to his superiors, but more importantly to himself, that he has what it takes. U-571 is a classic high-stakes action thriller. While it took some liberties with historical accuracy and reality, it was the British who first captured a naval Enigma machine. It masterfully captures the claustrophobic tension and brutal reality of submarine warfare. It's a story of courage, sacrifice, and the incredible pressure of leadership when failure means certain death. It reminds us of the silent, unseen battles fought beneath the waves, and the ordinary men who are called upon to do extraordinary things. So what did you think of U-571? Did the intense underwater action have you holding your breath? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep dives into classic war movies like this one, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.